It started.
Yeah, are they on there right now? Three.
Are 9 people invited?
Okay, hello everyone. Hello.
Thank you, James. Take day off. Okay, everyone, let's get in closer. This is a big community gathering. Get up, everyone stand up. Salespeople, you're blocking out everyone else. You're not very welcoming. Get out of your seats. Get up and get closer. Come closer, everyone. Come closer. Closer. Awkwardly closer. I have a little fire here. I want everyone to be able to feel the heat. Do you feel it? Come around. Come around. You feel it? Pass out the marshmallows. You ready? Okay. Welcome, everyone. G Live. To our first G Live of 2020, actually. Why did we? Yeah. Why do we do this? Why do we get together? Who wants to share? There you go. There you go. That's right. Big happy birthday. Now, why do we get together? What's it all about? Celebrating, talking, gratitude, sure. Yeah. Why do we get together? Why do we do this? Aligning. Yeah. Anybody else want to share?
I would just say we don't always see the people downstairs.
Yeah, get to see each other. That's right. No more from you, Zach. Anybody else? Sure. Who else? What's that? To hear Dave talk. Yeah. 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 So, someone on the phone pitching? Oh, sorry. Okay. To hear a salesperson pitch. Make them feel super awkward. Now, we're here to celebrate each other. We're here to communicate with each other. We're here to look at each other. All right. We're often in the weeds doing our job. And like we say at the Rock Roll, like we say at G Live, this is a good opportunity for us to just step back and have fun. Talk about updates. What are we doing? What are we working on? Play a game. We're going to play a game today. Hear from our leadership. Hear from each other. Okay. So welcome. Today, here's the runner show. We're going to our talent squad is going to do what they do every G Live and every Rock Rollout, and that's celebrate some people. We're going to hear some updates from Creative, brought to you by Franny, correct? All right, there you are. And then Ben and Alyssa are going to come up and share some good stuff. Ben, the other bearded sales leader. We're going to hear Dave speak. It's going to be enthralling, enthusiastic, inspiring. We're going to walk out of here with a different outlook on life. And David, no pressure. Jenny is going to give us some updates on what the BD team does, correct? I have a little cameo there during that section. And then our IT extraordinaire, wherever he is, Matt, somewhere back there, doing some IT stuff. He's going to come up and give us a quick update. Jacqueline's going to lead the activity, and then I'm going to close it out. Sounds good? All right. Up next, talent. Yeah.
I am just here to announce some new faces in the office. February hires. We have 2 people right now, Isha and Neil. You guys want to just raise your hand? Neil is safety, our new accountant, and Isha is sales intern. So, a warm welcome. I have anniversaries for February. Our newest people celebrate 1 year, go from there. So celebrating 1 year, we have Andrew Tamarkin. Hannah, Jill, and Billy. Hey everyone, I'm senior editor of Profile. February is press month. Last week, ADQ went to press, so congrats to Melina, Cass, Gretchen, and Vince. And we have a really great company to come downstairs and check on the wall. It's now W Hotel. Really good. This week, MC is going to press with 2 giant books. So shout out to Hannah, Gretchen, and Jillian for your hard work on trying to put 2 books out. Throughout the month, we'll have all the photos on the wall behind the printer, so you can come down and check those out at any time. The second shout out is just to follow up on anniversaries because we have a lot of 1 years in the department. Melina's 1 year was back in November. Casey was in January. Billy, Hannah, and Andrew are this.
Hi, everyone. Got a lot going on so far in the new year. First thing is we have a changing of the guard at number 1, Hannah, who works so damn hard that she's exhausted herself. She's not sick. So, you see her in the halls or whatever, give her a shout out. The next thing is we've made a big push around increasing what we call our VPF, which is value per feature. Just all about maximizing profit for the company, maximizing each article so the creative doesn't have to work on $3,000 articles, and we're getting that up there. And then the last thing is we made a change in our onboarding program where there's been a shift for the focus of these newbies to focus solely on the front end of the pipeline and only generate lists, and then taking veteran sellers and having them call on them. The idea is that we're going to have them master their craft before they take on a full sales pipeline. And so far, it's been a huge success. We've seen upwards of over 60K since we started, so it's been super successful. The last shout out is for Anna. There she is. She's hit pace already. Biggest month, and what we're only 2 weeks in. So. Here's some good stuff. Thanks.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about an executive I worked with. I got an email from her yesterday, and it is by far the most moving email thank you I've ever received in my life. I started working, her name's Leah Sandoval. She was in our Leading Latinas. I started working with her. Originally, I reached out November 29th, 2017. she couldn't do things. Like it just wasn't happening at that time. So I waited a year to circle back and I outreached to her October 3rd, 2018. And then she sent me this email yesterday. Hi, Alyssa. I worked with you late 2018, early 2019, which ultimately resulted in the following story. She linked it. The reason I'm writing to you today is to say thank you. You gave me one of the greatest gifts by remaining diligent and working with me to finally tell a part of my story. While I didn't realize the importance at the time, I do now and will forever be grateful to you. As I'm sure you can tell from the article, my dad has meant a tremendous part of my life. I only scratched the surface in my familial influence that I shared for my story. My dad suddenly fell ill in September. He had only been in the hospital and he was in poor health. I went home to Denver to see him, and it wasn't until then I brought a hard copy of the Leading Latinas issue and shared my story with him. The hard copy of the magazine was delayed and didn't arrive until August, but the timing of its arrival couldn't have been more perfect. During that visit with my dad, he had just gotten home from the hospital, and I was really able to express how much he had influenced my life. My dad struggled every day to provide for his kids, and I know that he gave everything he possibly could to me and everyone around him, but I'd never in my adult years expressed it in the way I did when we were talking about the article. We talked for hours, and it was the longest conversation I've had with my dad for as long as I could recall. Just 8 weeks later, my dad passed. I'm still very much grieving the loss of him. What gets me through the toughest days is going back to that day in September that I shared the article with him. He, of course, was proud of my success, my drive, and what I still wanted to accomplish. But more than anything, I love seeing his face when we were talking about his influence and acknowledging his sacrifice and giving, all the way back to his time in the military, which he'd never really talked about. My dad was buried with a copy of the article, and I can't thank you enough for the gift you gave me. I'm forever grateful to you, Hispanic Executive, Guerrero Media, Rebecca Roberts for ultimately writing my story, and the many people that work behind the scenes to bring it all together. With gratitude beyond words, thank you. We're in a grind. We are in a grind. Every single thing you do here matters. Every call, every email, every follow-up, every layout, design aspect, every edit. This work has a profound impact on people. We have the privilege to tell their stories, and it makes a huge difference. Let's not forget that. Let's kill this month.
But I have two big announcements. Our first one, and you might have heard some rumblings about this, but I do want to introduce officially our new employee advocate, Elise Schultz. As the employee advocate, she will be taking over the majority of the HR duties. We wanted to kind of wait a little bit until she got some certification. She's actually taking a test on Friday. So good luck, Elise. And then we will be handing out, and I'll be emailing you later about what it is you go to for Elise, and I'll also be a part of that communication. So yeah, congratulations, Elise. Second, and most important and near and dear to my heart, Neil is here. Neil comes to us from DR Horton, a home builder based out of New Jersey. He's going to be helping me build out the finance group, right? We're going to get it going, and all questions about finance, you can go to Neil from now on. Fun fact, we went to the same high school. So welcome, Neil, and thank you. Who's next?
Hello, Pam. I'm Jenny, for those of you who do So last month, we had a lot of exciting things happen. Angela successfully led the most recent open work from concept to execution. Among a number of things, Elite is getting ready to launch the Empowered campaign in March for Women's History Month. And this marks the second annual Empowered issue with Modern Counsel. We're going to be celebrating women from McDonald's, GE, Visa, and then a guest editor from Turo. It's like a car show company. For TAS and HD, we are also kicking off the year with a lot of really exciting things. In the last 6 weeks, we've had 2 events, one with a small company called LinkedIn at their headquarters in San Francisco, and then another one with Converse in Boston. Converse event was really cool because the CEO attended, so we really got to make a stronger impact with such a prestigious leader. Currently, Krista and Taylor are both renewing Facebook for the fifth year. And the contract size went up by $30,000 from last year. So this year it's at $62,500. And then for Summit, we just opened up registration. We have over $2,500 in ticket sales. Has that gone up since? $3,200 in ticket sales. We also rolled out a premium ticket option that we're testing out for the first time. And then we're going to have our first ever class of dinner the night before the summit. And that's really exciting because we've never done it before. And shout out to Krista for selling that to Visible. That's it. That's all. Thank you.
All right. July's very much a variety show. Remember those? So this part of the program is an award ceremony. I hope Krista is remote because she's getting an award today. It's this little thing I'm going to send to you. We have President's Club in the inside sales team, and on the business development team, we have the Next Level Club. And we have 3 tiers, and the only tier that matters is the top tier because that's the only one that she won. And that's the Cleaner Award, and that goes to the person that hits 8%. Actually, I don't know what they hit, but she got it because it's 8% over quota. And Krista, sorry, I didn't think I was going to have to give it out, but I did. Krista sold 1.145 million in contract sales last year, which is phenomenal. Just to give you an idea of what that means for the company, in Q4, that constituted actually a big portion of that was a couple of things. One, a record that should go up on the board of the largest deal ever. You've heard about it a bunch. We're going to talk about it until we sell it again, which is Bank of America's contract, $405,000. That alone constituted about 25% of our sales in Q4. And her total revenue constituted 12% of total, her performance was 12% of total revenue, which is phenomenal. So for that, Krista, you're going to get this in the mail, a little Cleaner Award. I hope you enjoy. I'll polish it up. Everyone give Krista a round of applause. Okay. Matt, are you here? You want to come up here or you want to? All right.
So it's been an interesting month and a half, we'll say. We've done a lot of discovery. You guys are really fun to be around. That said, I know Pedro had mentioned one of the big projects we're going to do is redo all of your Wi-Fi. It's a little sketchy. So, you know, Pedro and David have approved the acquisition of some new gear. We're going to make it a lot easier for you guys to be productive. So it's really going to be a big difference. You guys have a great infrastructure for the most part. We're just going to clean it up a little bit. As far as general support and whatnot, you guys are going to be meeting Ian next week. He works with me. He's going to be your technical account manager. And once I get him up to speed on a couple things, he'll be here every day for the foreseeable future. That doesn't mean you're not going to see my shining face around. You will, but at least there'll be someone, you know, boots on the ground, so to speak, every single day. Make sure you guys are taken care of. Any questions right now? IT relay while I'm up here? Just email me or Slack me, you know, and you know where to find me.
Hi, Docs. Hi. We are going to be playing a little So me, Elise, Kyle, and Ben are going to be passing out these cards. And they're scratch offs. Custom made just by me yesterday. So when you get your card, hold on to it. I also have pennies if you guys need something to scratch them off with. But there are 3 winners within these scratch offs. There are 3 prizes. One is lunch on us, and it's you and one colleague can go to lunch, and it's the IOU voucher to get money from Dave for that. The second one is a $25 Starbucks gift card. And the last one is a brand new Echo Auto. So, make your eyes together in your face. Yeah, wait till everyone gets it. The pink one gets it. They're getting passed around. If everyone has a card, you can go ahead and scratch. Prize number 2, Starbucks. Is that you? You show it to me, yeah? You have it. Anyone with prize number 1 or 3? Here's 1. You. And prize number 3.
Okay, is that right? You good? Okay, team. Just one last show's almost over, I promise. Firstly, I want to say, Leanne, thank you. 2 years. Happy anniversary, bittersweet, but good luck. We're gonna miss you. So come back and visit, please. All right. And that's it. Leanne's gonna be gone, obviously, after this week. So on Monday, as we try to find someone to replace that role, there's a couple of things that I ask out of everyone. The first thing is patience, okay? Because we're not going to have anybody up there, so please be patient. And the impulse to say, hey, Jacqueline, just like mitigate it a bit because Jacqueline's going to be doing a ton. And also, I'd love some volunteers. Anybody that would like to volunteer and help us downstairs to sit at the front desk, please come see me. I'd appreciate anybody that wants to sit down there. I'll try to sit down a few times. And then lastly, don't forget your key cards, please. We all have key cards. So before Leanne leaves, maybe get your key card replaced or fixed. Bring it when you go get coffee, when you go smoke a cigarette, when you go just enjoy the fresh air. Please don't forget your key cards. Okay? So volunteers, come talk to me. Key cards, patience, and lastly, we posted externally for the position. We will post internally. So if you're interested, talk to Jack. And if you know someone that's interested, talk to Jack. Capiche? Okay. And all right. All right. Thank you.